back for another video with your girl, Shlinda1. So what's up guys? I hope all is well. I am bringing you a makeup tutorial using the new Too Faced Peaches palette. Recently, I haven't really been on the kick to gravitate and to grab every palette that comes out. It really has to catch my eye, and this one did. This is what the colors look like. If you're currently following me on Snapchat, which you should be, you've already seen the swatches of this. I also posted it on my Instagram, so you can find swatches there of how they look on darker skin tone. But what I will say is that this is definitely a brown girl friendly palette. I actually really like it. There's about 6 matte shades. Everything else either has glitter infused or is like a shimmer color. There's one more thing I wanted. 18 shadows, all little mirror. It has the fragrance of peaches, so it's like a peachy perfume smell or anything. But yeah, but this palette is really pretty. I think it's perfect for springtime, and my plan is to bring you about 3 to 4 looks using this palette, because this palette really can do several different things. But if you're interested in seeing how I got this first look, please stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to go over to my website at Shlinda1 and subscribe there also. And I love you guys so much for watching. Remember, you are bold, you are beautiful, but most importantly, you are blessed. And I'll see you in the very next video. Mwah. Bye guys. Hi guys, so we're gonna get right started. Get your life together. We are going to get started. For the most part, you can see my makeup is for the most part, my foundation, concealer, all that stuff is done. I just need to do this eye. So here we go. So yes, yep, this is what we're gonna be using today, guys. And this is what she looks like in all the really pretty colors. I mean, it's beautiful. I think it's a great palette for the spring. What I like most about it is that I feel like it is brown girl friendly, and I'm gonna show you how I got this eye. So the first thing I've already done, tickle, is that my brow is pretty much already done. So I'm going to go in and prime the eye. I am using Laying Low Paint Pot by MAC. Really like it. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid. As you can see, I have really dark lids, so I definitely always need to kind of like brighten them up some. So I'm going to go into my MAC concealer palette, and I'm going to highlight, and I'm just going to be using these 2 colors here that I've totally already hit pan on. Now go in between those 2. And no, I didn't finish blending. No, I didn't finish blending out my lid, but you'll see how I'm gonna handle that in a minute. I'm gonna clean that brow up. And I'm gonna go back to that original brush that I put the primer on and blend them together. And yes, I'm going to take it all the way up to my brow. I like to set my my eyelid with something. I'm using the same exact powder that I would set my face with. So today I'm using my black opal finishing powder, and I'm going to use one of my Real Techniques little brushes. You want to use as little as possible because you don't want your eyeshadow to move as you apply it. So this is solely just to set what you just did. So you definitely don't want to use a lot. You really just want to use as little, honestly, as possible to set it. And the reason why you may be asking why am I using the color that I use my whole face, helps with blending, helps with just making sure that nothing is looking too off. Here we go. We're going to go into the palette, and the first color I am going to take is Summer Yum. Now guys, this is a total dupe for Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear as well as MAC's Brown Script. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Brown Script. There's actually a few dupes. All That Glitters, right there. All That Glitters is right there. This is extremely close to Saddle. So there's definitely some dupes up in here. Okay, so let me go into Summer Yum, and I am going to use my Morphe E27 and I am going to go directly into my crease. I am actually not going to go above my crease because I'm going to use another color to kind of blend that out, but I'm going directly into my crease. And I'm using this brush because it covers a large amount of area. So once again, I'm using this as my transition color so that it will help me transition between all the different eyeshadows that I will be using. So the next color I'm going to go in with just to blend that out. Actually, no, let me go ahead and put on my brow bone, and I'm going to use Peaches and Cream here. And I'm just going to use one of my Sedona Lace EB11 brushes. I like it because it's a pointed brush and it's a flat brush, so I can really just apply my brow bone highlight right up in the arch where I want it. Then I'm going to flip the same brush over and I'm going to go in with, what's the name? Puree. And I'm just going to put that here. I don't know why I do that, but I just don't like when the beginning part of my brow looks super highlighted, because I feel like it takes away from the highlight in the arch. Does that make sense? So yes, I go in between the two. Just like that. Now, I'm going to go in with Candid Peach, which is such a pretty color. The names in this palette is really, really cute. But this is Candid Peach. This does have a small amount of glitter, so you don't want to go too crazy with this. So I'm just going to put that, knock off the excess, and I'm just going to blend out that transition color very lightly. So I'm going to use one of my e.l.f. brushes, an e.l.f. small angled brush, and I'm going to go into the purple color called Delectable. It's such a gorgeous purple. It's really a fly purple, but I'm going to use that. I'm just going to put this on, and as you can see, in real life, what I would love is for my crease to be so pronounced to where it's obvious, like that. I don't have that. The puffiness, my daddy gave it to me. It is what it is. So I'm going to take this and kind of arch that out. So what I'm going to do is start out here. And basically all I'm doing, if you can see where my folds start to fold, this is going to meet that. Doesn't have to be perfect, and I like to wing mine out some so when it meets, bam, okay? And once you get that to the saturation that you would like, I am going to go in with one of my Coastal Scents brushes, my crease brush, and I'm going to still pick up that same color, but I'm going to tilt it to the side and only pick up a little bit on the side. I hope you can see that. Just that right there, just on that side. Tap off the excess, and I am going to blend that out ever so lightly. I'm using a very light hand, so I'm holding the brush far away from the barrel. I'm using it, holding it nice and light up here so that I can apply the smallest amount of pressure, so that I'm going in with a very light hand to do a small amount of diffusing. Okay, so once you get that kind of where you want, you can now see that it looks like I have a crease that's already there. I've kind of made the fatty part of my lid dark so that it can kind of sink in, and anything I want to be pronounced out. That's why we highlight our brow bone. Okay, so now that was done, I want to go into the same brush that I had earlier and just blend, sorry, wrong brush, and just blend that out. I did not add any more product to the brush. I'm just blending out the top part of the purple that I just placed to make sure that there are no ridiculous harsh lines. Believe it or not, I kind of don't want that completely diffused because that would be the opposite of the reason why I did it, but I don't want it to be so harsh. So now let's go into the lid, and I am going to take one of my Sonia Kashuk wood brushes. Love this brush. Can't tell you why, and because I don't know why. I just like it. So then I'm going to go in with Bellany. Bellany is such, to me, out of this whole palette, believe it or not, this row right here caught my eye the most. You know how I feel about my greens, y'all. And that Melanie is just such a beautiful color, and I think it'll just work on all skin colors, all skin tones. Gorgeous. And I'm going to put this on the outer part. I'm going to put this all over my lid, but I'm going to leave the inner part of my lid bare for now. And I'm kind of packing and swiping, not doing anything too crazy, but I'm packing and swiping it. So once I swipe it on, then I'm kind of like gonna go ahead and pack it on to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. I'm then going to use the same exact brush, and I'm going to go into Just Peachy, which is such a pretty color here, called Just Peachy. And same brush. I feel like out of all these colors, Just Peachy is the one that doesn't swatch very well for me. Could just be my palette, I don't know, but out of all of and I'm going to place that on the inner part of my tear duct. I'm gonna the inner part of my lid, sorry. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I am going to take the same brush. I'm not interchanging a whole bunch of brushes. And I'm going to just wet this for the intensity of the eyeshadow. And I'm just going to use my Skindinavia primer spray. I don't know why, but I like primer sprays when I'm applying eyeshadows. Primer, spray, eyeshadow. Get it? Okay, so spray, spray, spray. And I am going to go into Luscious right there. And Luscious is just gorgeous, especially when the brush is wet. Watch this. It is so beautiful as that pop right in the middle. It is just gorge. It really, really is. It's just beautiful. I want to go back into the same brush I was using earlier that I used to apply the purple, but I want to intensify my outer V. So I'm going to go into Get Your Life, Talk Derby to Me. And use the same brush and use the same technique. Turn it to the side and pick some of that product up right on the side. And I'm going to apply it directly like this to my outer V. You can wing it into that sexy V there. I am going to do a wing liner so it works. So. And, okay, so let's highlight that inner tear duct, shall we? I'm going to use my Morphe M507, the best inner tear duct brush on the planet. Absolutely love it. And I'm going to use, oof, my hand got into it. I'm going to use Nectar right here. I like to take it right on the tip of that, brush off the excess. And then what I like to do, I like to go behind. For some reason, I don't like it like this. I like to do it from behind. So nasty. I like it from behind. And what I like to do is then drag it onto the lid. Line my lid with my The Balm liquid eyeliner. Guys, you guys know I am a hardcore Inglot gel liner girl, but I've really been enjoying this liquid eyeliner from The Balm. And I'm really not a liquid eyeliner girl, but they kind of making me into one. Okay, so guys, I'm so sorry. I don't quite know how I lost the footage here, but all I did to my lower lash line is I went in with Bless Her Heart, and that's the green, and I put that all over my lower lash line and blended it down, and I then went in and blended out that with Puree underneath that, just to make sure there was no harsh lines. That's pretty much all I did to my lower lash line. As far as my blush, highlight, and lipsticks, I will definitely be listing everything that I used on my face in the description box as well as on my blog post. So you definitely want to go over to Shlinda1.com and subscribe there. I love you guys so much. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video. Remember, you are bold, you are beautiful, and most importantly, you are blessed. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for your blessings, and you and I have an obligation to share our blessings with the world. I'll see you in the very next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.